Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be starting a new series on my channel, which is my mix and match series. So basically I'm trying to use up all of the products in my stash so that I can start getting new ones. I already have a few new products that had just come out that I had purchased, but I want to kind of work through the products that I already have open before I start using those new products and reviewing them for you. So for the next few weeks or so, I'm going to start using some of my products that I have used before, but maybe didn't necessarily work that great for me, or I just haven't reached back for them, and try to come up with some new combos that will work better for my hair. So if you want to see what my first mix and match combo is, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first mix and match combo that I'm going to be doing is going to be SheaMoisture's Coconut Custard Make It Last Wash and Go Primer with the Main Choice Ancient Egyptian 24 Karat Glistening Gold Twisting Gel. So I have the matching products for both of these lines. The SheaMoisture Coconut Custard line has a gel oil that you can use with this, and I have tried those together, but I just felt like the gel oil didn't really give me any hold at all or definition, and I ended up with a really frizzy wash and go. For the Main Choice product, this one has a leave-in lotion that I have tried before, and I just felt like it didn't give me enough moisture and my hair was dry within a couple days. So I figured if I took the two parts that worked the best for me, so this primer, which gave me moisture, and then this gel that gave me hold, hopefully I can get a good wash and go with these two products together. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So my hair is freshly washed and deep conditioned. In case you're wondering what I use for wash day, it is also a mix match of products and brands. So I use the Revlon Realistic Strengthening Sulfate Free Shampoo, and then for deep conditioning, I usually skip rinse out conditioner and just go straight to deep conditioner. For deep conditioner, I use the SheaMoisture 100% Virgin Coconut Oil Rehydration Treatment Mask. So this is the foundation of my wash and go. And again, I'm using all these products because I want to work through my stash and finish them so I can start using new ones and reviewing them for you. So that is what I used for my wash day. So I'm going to get right into styling my hair. So just to tell you a little bit about the Coconut Custard line from SheaMoisture, it claims to be good for kinky, curly, coily hair, which I did feel the primer was. The gel oil it didn't really do anything at all. It was very thin and didn't have hardly any hold. So I felt like I could do without that. But this isn't enough to style my hair on its own, so it definitely needs a gel with it. Just to read you a little bit of the description on the back, it says, this cream gel primer for the hair allows curls to be tangle-free, defined, and prepped. Coconut oil and Kokum butter blend with super conditioning coconut milk and plant peptides in a moisture-rich formula that aligns strands for easy styling and designed to perform with our wash and go defining gel oil. So it's interesting. I didn't really pay attention to that when I first used it, that it's supposed to be a cream gel primer. To me it just seemed like a cream, but I guess it does give you a little bit of that extra definition. So in a sense it could be used on its own. This just wasn't going to work on its own for my hair. It does also say that it can be used as a pre-poo for super easy detangling, and that I do agree with. I haven't used this as a pre-poo, but it definitely has amazing slip, so I can see that working pretty well for detangling. And it does have glycerin pretty high up in the ingredients list. Glycerin is the second ingredient, and there is some coconut oil, shea butter, if those are ingredients that you guys care about, just so you're aware. And then it does have hydrolyzed wheat protein in it as well. So just some key points about this. It smells really good. I feel like it smells like it even smells a little bit like the coconut oil mask that I use from SheaMoisture, but it essentially smells like all of the other coconut-ish type fragrances that SheaMoisture has, like coconut hibiscus. They all have that similar kind of fragrance, but it's not too heavy of a scent. It's decent. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to each section. It does say to apply it to damp hair, so I'm not going to re-wet the section before I apply this. it says to squeeze out excess water before applying to clean, damp hair. Work from roots to ends using the shingling method. And then it says take your curl definition to the next level with our wash and go defining gel oil. So it does kind of talk about it like you can use it on its own as a styler. We're not doing that. So this is what it looks like. And so I'm going to apply that. That was probably actually more than I needed because it's a pretty thick cream, as you can see. So I probably didn't even need that much for this section. But I'm going to apply that to this section. It's still pretty damp from when I just deep conditioned, rinse out my deep conditioner. But you can see it's just like gliding into my hair. I got really excited when I tried this line for the first time because I felt like it was going to be really good just from using this primer. But the gel oil unfortunately did not perform as well. So hopefully using it with a different gel will give me better results. I could actually probably use a little bit more just to make sure my roots are getting enough product. And again, I'm just putting it in this big section, and then I'll go in with the gel in smaller sections just so that I'm not putting too much of the primer on. Because it is a pretty thick product. And you can see my curls are already getting kind of defined and moisturized. They feel really healthy, so definitely recommend this primer. The gel oil, not so much. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the primer to all the sections, and then I will come back and apply the gel. And just to show you guys, it kind of has that like sticky feeling. I don't know if you can see that, like how it kind of sticks together. So I guess that's where the kind of cream gel formula comes in. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting texture. So you can see how I've only put in the primer and it's already starting to define my curls. Obviously there's a lot of frizz, so I wouldn't be able to use it by itself, but it definitely has some definition that it's giving my hair. I could potentially use this for a twist out on its own. I know it's meant for wash and goes, but I feel like with the moisture and hold that it's giving, it might be good for a twist out. Now that I have applied the primer all throughout my hair, also just to mention, it comes in a 10.3 ounce container, and I think I got it for like $10.99, $11.99, something around there at Target. So just in case you were wondering, that is what the price point is, and you do get a lot of product. I've used this twice already, and it's only down to like right here, so this will last quite a few more uses. So now we're going to go in with the gel, and the gel I'm using is the Main Choice Ancient Egyptian gel. I really wanted to like this system. I don't have the full system, and again, a lot of times that makes a difference in how the products work. So just like I didn't have the full SheaMoisture system, I didn't have the shampoo, conditioner, and mask from this line. I think there's like a split end oil or something like that too. I just have this and then the leave-in lotion. But in my thoughts, you shouldn't have to use the entire line from shampoo to styler in order for it to work. So even though they do say that they work best as a system, that shouldn't tell me whether or not a product works. I should be able to tell just from using the product if it's going to work for my hair. And unfortunately, these just didn't give me enough moisture. So hopefully, paired with this primer, I can get good hold, definition, and moisture. So we're going to go ahead and use this. So I'm going to work in kind of small sections. And I did test these out on my hand before just to make sure they would mix well together and won't cause any kind of flaking or residue or anything like that. So now that I'm working in smaller sections, I am going to re-wet it with water before I apply the gel. And you can already see that my hair is defined from the primer. So that is a good sign. Now the problem I had with the gel oil from the SheaMoisture line is that as soon as I applied it to my hair, I lost all of this definition. So you can see that my hair is already starting to look pretty defined. When I put that gel oil in, it was gone. It was just frizz. So hopefully this will help with that. If you haven't seen this gel before, this is what it looks like. Has castor seed oil, avocado oil, vitamin E, Kalahari watermelon seed oil, that's a new one. Baobab seed oil. It does not have protein that I see, and it does not have glycerin, so that's something to keep in mind. This one says section clean wet or damp hair, apply gel sparingly to each section from roots to ends to set desired style. Air dry for faster drying, sit under a dryer or blow dry. For best results, use as a styling gel for twist outs and braid outs. So obviously I'm not using it for twist out or braid out, but I have used this for wash and goes before, and it gives really good definition. So we are going to go ahead and use that. Some of the claims, it says it delivers amazing definition for twist outs and braid outs, helps to mend damage and restore health, gentle enough for daily use. I wouldn't be using it daily, but claims to be good for daily use, moisturizes hair and tames frizz. Loaded with fatty acids omega-3, 6, and 9, and helps to replenish hair and fight against split ends. So we're going to go ahead and apply that to this section. And I'm going to go in, like it said, sparingly with just a little bit. Like I'm barely just like tapping the product to pick up a little bit because I don't want to go overboard with this gel and cause flaking. Because the main choice gels do tend to be a little tricky that way. You have to be careful. And I can already feel that this is doing a better job than that gel oil. So apply a little bit more to my ends. And just to give it its best shot at performing well, I think I am going to go ahead and shingle, since that's what the primer tells you to do, just to follow directions. I try not to shingle every wash and go I do because it's just so time consuming, but it does definitely help give me that extra definition. Alright, so this is what I'm working with so far. I'm going to keep applying this and we shall see. So far it's already performing better than the gel oil did, so that is promising. I did detangle in the shower with my deep conditioner, but I am feeling like I'm getting a little bit of tangling, especially on my ends. So that may be an issue, but we'll see. Kind of doing slightly larger sections than I normally would, just because I'm being lazy and I'm trying to finish this quickly. I'm also hungry, so I'm trying to do this and be done so I can go get something to eat. So I'm still getting a little bit of frizz. I think it's just on my ends where I have some split ends. But it's not bad. It's actually coming out pretty good. Alright, so I have one section done, and it's looking pretty defined, pretty shiny. I think that's one thing I like about both of these products, is that they both give a lot of shine. So I feel like when it dries, it'll be nice and shiny and healthy looking. So this is what I'm working with so far. Also, just to mention the costs and everything with this comes with 12 fluid ounces. I believe it was like $16.99. I'll find the prices and put them in the description box below. But it's, you know, typical main choice prices. They're a little bit more pricey than other brands, but you do get a lot of products, so definitely worth the price. So I am going to finish the rest of the sections off camera, and then I will come back to show you what it looks like still wet, and then I'll come back later and show you what it looks like dry. Alright, so I have finished applying the product to my hair, and this is what we're looking like still wet. There is definitely a lot of definition. There's a little bit of frizz kind of up here. These sections tend to get frizzy anyway, I think, because they tend to get the most kind of wear and tear up in this section of my hair. So I need to do more like protective styles. I am too lazy for that, so I never really do. So that part of my hair is always kind of frizzy, but so far I'm liking it. There's a lot of definition, a ton of shine. This section of my hair is already starting to dry, which is a good sign, because it's drying with all that definition and shine. So that means, you know, it's a good chance that it's gonna all dry just as shiny and just as defined. So I am excited about these results. I am probably going to let this air dry for a little bit because I'm hungry. So I'm gonna go find something to eat while I let it kind of air dry, and then I will probably use a diffuser to dry it the rest of the way. and then I will show you guys what it looks like when it's dry. Okay, hey guys, I am back and my hair is mostly dry. I air dried for about an hour and then I diffused kind of the rest of the way, so it's still a little bit damp kind of in the middle back here, but for the most part it is dry, and these are my results. I love it. I don't know how I ended up with this shape and like this like pretend bang situation, but it just kind of like dried in this shape, and I actually really like it. Like it kind of looks more tapered than it usually does, and maybe that's just because of the definition that I got, but I really like it. My hair is super defined. You can definitely see that. You can see the bounce back, so there's definitely moisture. It just feels really good and it looks really good. It's super shiny, which is kind of one of the things that my hair struggles with wash and goes, is usually it's kind of dull looking after it dries. So I really appreciate that these products kept the shine. Like, look at this curl. Like, it looks amazing. And obviously there's still a little bit of frizz. I mean, I have kind of some areas that are bound to be frizzy. That's just the way that they dry, you know, so I'm not surprised about that. But overall, I really like the results. I think this is a really good combo. I'm going to try to update you guys later on in the week and let you know how long it lasts. Yeah, I really like it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you've tried these products before. Again, it was the SheaMoisture Coconut Custard Make It Last Wash and Go Primer, long name, and then the Main Choice Ancient Egyptian 24 Karat Glistening Gold Twisting Gel. Both of these have entirely too long of names. We need to shorten that. But they were a great combo. I will definitely use these together again. And I'm excited to see how long this wash and go lasts. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for wash and go combos of different brands and different products that you have tried that work really well. And let me know if you like this type of a video. Like I said, I really want to work through my stash, so I'm excited to kind of try different combinations and see how they work out. Well, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the little notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload new videos. And until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.